What's going on, fam? It's been a while since Trigger and I took a proper trip to do a proper vlog, so here we are. And today I want to talk to you guys about lane splitting, lane filtering, and I need to go back on what I've said before. So let's do it. Alright, so one of my very first videos on the vlog was me talking about lane splitting and my opposition to it. But I was a very new rider at the time. I was looking at it from as a driver, not necessarily as a rider, and I have changed my tune dramatically. So first off, let's cover the difference between lane splitting and lane filtering. So lane splitting is when you move in between cars, splitting a lane while the cars are moving. Lane filtering is different. Lane filtering is like at the front of a stoplight, or like at a stoplight when you cut between traffic when traffic is stopped, or you use the shoulders. So that's the difference. Now, a few states have just made lane filtering legal. Arizona, Utah, California, I think splitting is also legal, but filtering is legal in Arizona, Utah, and I want to say Montana. We're going to talk to Dave from Tobacco Motorware Company here in a minute, and he's going to walk us through everything. But so yeah, I've changed my tune, not only for the convenience aspect, because obviously you get places much faster, but also for the safety aspect. It is obvious, and especially at stoplights to me, that you are way, way, way safer when you lane filter up to the front. It's just obvious. I mean, I hate being at a stoplight. First off, I hate being at a stoplight and having no cars behind me. If I have no room to cut up to the front, I keep my bike in first gear and off to the side, because I do not trust Miami drivers to see me and not rear end me. And you know, you never should trust drivers to do that. Remember, ride us if you're unseen. Okay, so here's a perfect example. I'm just gonna lane filter to the front of this, and I'm gonna be much safer than just hanging out behind this truck. So let's just cut here, blah blah blah, done. So now what I just did was it's illegal in Florida and actually in most states, but Tobacco Motorware is seeking to change that. They've launched the Let's Split campaign. Oh wow, look at this traffic. I'm actually going to turn soon, so let's get on the turning lane here. See, this will qualify as, I think, lane filtering. Anyway, so Tobacco Motorware has launched the Let's Split campaign, and it's an effort to get motorcyclists and drivers more educated about lane filtering and lane splitting in an effort to legalize it in more places. So I did a quick interview with Dave from Tobacco Motorware Company, who's going to tell us about that. So let's take a look at that interview.
All right. So again, Dave, thank you for joining us. Let me start with this. Walk us real quick through the difference between lane filtering and lane splitting.
All right. A lot of people kind of confuse those. I think in the past, they may have even been interchangeable, but lately, lane filtering is where the traffic is stopped and at like a stoplight, and bikes or slowing down to a stoplight, and bikes pass between the lanes of traffic to get up to the front of the line, where then when the light goes green, they can move up ahead of all that traffic, accelerate away from the pack, kind of like that.
Cool.
Where
so now we know the difference. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Lane splitting is, or how it's come to be known, and the difference is that lane splitting is you're doing it on the road with traffic at speed, and it may be going a little bit slower than you. It's what's done in California. It's done on the freeway there, and in really on any road where the traffic's moving maybe a little bit slowly, and the motorcycles are kind of weaving in and out of the lanes of traffic, and sometimes, riding that line between traffic to, again, get up ahead of the more heavy traffic where they're more at risk.
Okay, now let me, I don't want to get into all the benefits of lane splitting and lane filtering, because, I mean, my audience, we're all motorcyclists. We're pretty much aware of what those are. Okay. So let me ask you, we know lane splitting is legal in California and Utah, and Arizona just passed lane filtering.
Just passed a lane filtering bill, and lane filtering seems to be more popular. That's what's legal in Utah and in Montana. And
Okay,
then
Montana also.
as far as I know, Hawaii has kind of a limited lane filtering, riding on the shoulder kind of law that's a little bit different. But there are a handful of states considering. In most cases, what I see passing are these lane filtering bills, which
Right.
allows bikers to move forward on surface level streets, usually with a speed limit of less than 45 miles an hour, and only when the traffic around them is yep.
Tell me a little bit about that. Is that a federal campaign? Is that a state by state campaign? How are you guys set up? How's that working out?
Dude, I mean, we're smaller than people think we are. We believe in lane splitting coming from California. And we have the ability, thanks to just kind of our background, to make videos. We make videos well, and we like doing it, and this is a cause that we care about. So the Let's Split campaign is designed to create content that can be shared and used by anybody who's trying to pass a filtering or a splitting legislation that makes bikers safer on the road. And so our thought was, okay, let's create a kind of a movement that's Let's Split, and then once we kind of raise that flag, people can reach out to us and say, hey, we're trying to get the word out in Arizona, we're trying to get the word out in Oklahoma or Maryland, and you know, can you guys make a video, or can you guys help spread the word about this? And it's when we talk about grassroots, dude, this is as grassroots as it gets. It's just
Good. And that's the way it should be. You know, I have a political background, so it's great to see grassroots movements. I got out of politics because it's a horrible world, but whenever I see something like this about an issue that I'm passionate about, I always try to encourage other people to join it. I'm going to be getting some of the stickers myself. I've seen them a lot around here in Miami. I'm going to be passing them out, giving them away, send them to all my Patreon members. I'm going to try to do that soon.
Great.
Hit me up real quick, because my computer, it might disconnect us any minute. How do people get in touch with you? How do people get in touch with Tobacco Motorware? Where can people find out more?
So the best place to follow us is Tobacco Motorware Co., and that's Tobacco Motorwear Co. on Instagram, Tobacco Motorware on Facebook, and Tobacco MC on
Instagram?
YouTube. I'm blanking, dude. End of the day, but just if you guys follow us there, you'll see kind of our Let's Split campaign. You can also go to the website tobaccomotorwear.com, and you can get t-shirts and stickers and stuff. And what we try to do with this is just, you know, get it into your hands so that people can know about it. And it's kind of interesting. A company in California that has the most liberal motorcycle traffic laws of any state, you know, but we want to spread those nationwide. So we've tasted the positive fruit of lane splitting, and we want to get that out there.
By the way, is my video really messed up right now?
It's a little pixelated, dude, but
it looks horrible on my end.
Your audio's okay, so that's all good.
Before we get disconnected, I'm gonna put all the information on the description, all the links and everything, where to find you and you guys. What bike do you ride?
So I got a couple of bikes. We set the record for the largest flag ever towed on a motorcycle on a 2001 Police Interceptor Harley Road King. And so I still have that bike. That's kind of my daily right now, because I'm up in Utah. And then I keep a sporty kind of a lane splitter itself down in California for when I go down. My family's up here in Utah. We've moved up here, and so I have one bike, one Harley in each state. And then I have a lot of old Japanese iron, dude, that's in various states of disrepair. And I'm looking. I have two really old Gold Wings that I'm looking to enter into I think it's the Wang Dang show. There's a custom Gold Wing show coming up this summer. I'm going to try to get it in that.
How about this? How about we come back on maybe in a week or so and we do another video and we dive in state by state, seeing more of the campaigns and how it's going in different states. I would love to do something like that.
Hey, man. Yeah, let's catch up again as things unfold, and we can just stay in touch.
All right. Sounds great. Dave from Tobacco Motorware, thank you for joining us. Check them out at tobaccomotorco.com.
Tobaccomotorware.com.
There you go. Tobaccomotorware.com. You see it right there on your screen. I'll put it up. Dave, thanks again for joining us, and let's get back to the video.
All right, so that was Dave from Tobacco Motorware Company. Tobacco Motorware is not sponsoring this video. They are the creators of this campaign, but they do have some really, really cool stuff on the website. Check them out. All the links are down in the description, as well as the campaign links. If you want to figure, or if you want to find out how this stuff works. Now, this is a very hard thing to do, politically speaking. I have worked in politics before, and to launch individual campaigns state by state, it takes organization, especially because this would have to be a big voter education effort. Because if just motorcyclists vote, it's never going to pass. Motorcyclists 3% of the American population. So you need to educate drivers and tell them what the benefits are to them. Lane filtering and lane splitting, while it may not seem like a lot, there's studies proving that it will cut down on traffic, it cuts down on commute times, and it helps the environment because there's less vehicles idling in the freaking road. Go to Tobacco Motor Co's website, get on board with this campaign, let's help get it legalized in every state. I mean, I know a few people already that are very involved in the MTII, Motorcycle Training Safety Institute here in Florida, who are pushing for this campaign. So, you know, let's see what we can do. Change starts with you. Change starts in a very small places. You know, there's a very good quote by Margaret Mead, which is actually one of my favorite quotes of all time. The quote goes, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful and committed citizens can change the world, because indeed it is the only thing that ever has." And that's true. You know, everything starts with a tiny change. I needed to turn right there. Damn it. So yeah, unlike before, I am now totally in favor of lane filtering, especially lane filtering. Lane splitting, you know, there's a lot of people, and see, here's the issue. There's a lot of folks, a lot of riders, who ride absolutely crazy and are splitting lanes, going down the highway at 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. No good. That's just not safe. It's a matter of doing it in a safe way, especially when traffic stops. These scooters are fucking great. Scooters are absolutely great at lane filtering. See right here, I don't need to filter this because there's not really traffic, but there's really no way to split. What the hell is that car doing? So obviously the traffic benefits go without saying, and I'm going to link all those studies that I mentioned here in the description also. Those studies go without saying, and the safety benefits for the motorcyclist are just incredible, you know? Every state should be on board with this, and I applaud Arizona for having just passed the lane filtering statute. I lived in Arizona for a very long time. It is a very motorcycle friendly state. All right, so next I'm gonna do a video. This is gonna be part of like a, I don't know, 3 maybe 4-part series. Next week I'm gonna do a video with Scott. He is the head trainer at the Motorcycle Safety Institute here in Miami, or in South Florida, and you know, he's one of the ones pushing for the Let's Split campaign. He's the one that actually made me aware of it. So I want to do a video with him, not so much on the campaign and the benefits and the pros and cons of lane splitting and all that, but I want him to go over and teach me and teach us how to do it, how to lane split and how to lane filter safely. Because that is the key, to do it safely. If you do it like an idiot, you're going to be unsafe and you're not going to win any friends to our side, because drivers hate that crap. But all right, that's going to do it for part 1. That's it. Ride safe.